What's up, YouTube? This is Station here, and on this edition of Anime Reactions, we're going to go ahead and react to the 22nd episode of Vinland Saga. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I do want to get this started because later on today I have stuff to attend to, and because I'm not really good with turning things in and on on time per se. It is just how it is. So, um, meanwhile, as I just dabble along with the stuff I just found in my server, uh, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think this is past the part where I am in the manga right now. I think it's well past the part. I mean, not by that much, but where I stopped. I think I was on chapter 50, and so I'm kind of heading into new ground. So that's kind of a refreshing thing. And when this ends, I probably might pick up, start reading the manga again. I mean, depends on like how manga savvy I'm going to be. Depending on if next year or two. Yeah, this has been a really great, an amazing series. I mean, this is the only thing right now that is more amazing than 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 Doctor Stone, and I know Chiafuyu season 3. Well, I need to catch up on that. Chiafuyu is just like it is just kind of riding on its own thing, but that's for another thing. I still need to catch up on it. Like there's a lot of backlog to attack, which I hope I can get to do once Christmas passes. But no guarantees. No guarantees in life. That's just how it rolls. Although Doctor Stone ending now gives me an extra time slot to work with on Fridays, so that's a plus. But yeah, Askeladd is probably gonna die. Maybe this episode or the next episode. I really don't. I really do not know. I'm so have to watch. Dorkill is still there. He still won't be there. Although it was just a matter of time when Asuka is gonna meet his makers. It is just how it is. So yeah. I don't think I have much else to say. So let me go ahead and pull this up. And yeah, we can get this started. So starting episode 22 in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, yeah, Bjorner, Rip Bjorner. It's not like that sad. Like I knew it was gonna come. It still sucks to see him go. A little bit of replay, yeah. He wanted to end his life quickly, without him suffering too much more pain. The lone wolf. Is the lone wolf referring to Thorfinn or is it referring to Askeladd? Yo, stop rubbing salt in my wound. Yeah, true, true. That is true. I like Dorko. He may not be. He's not. He's not like a genius, but he's just real. Mm. Make it a fool out of me. That's what he's thinking. Got both your arms. Now you really can't move, can you? Unless if you want to use your legs. Nah. Thorfinn just rushed in without a particular plan. The little knee, you know what? Ooh, uppercut. Yeah. Knows Thorfinn way too well. Well, looks like Aslan's passing was gonna take a while. It'll take a while more. Yeah, I mean, this man just keeps rushing forward. He's not thinking straight when he's all up in emotions. How to kill someone you hate, because emotions not gonna do it. Running on emotions alone is not gonna do it. So especially when that particular individual knows you from the inside out. Your your habits, your hobby, personality, whatever, all the above. Oh boy, the Askeladd backstory coming. Hmm. So Olaf's the father. Okay. Uh, that man's a fucking. That man's a fucking. His father's a fucking playboy, and you could do nothing about it. Especially the fact that his mom is a slave, so. Yeah, just tossed away like a broken toy. Yeah, just. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so much for that. Legend King Arthur, yep. There's a reference. God fucking hell, this OP is. Don't always rely on piano OST. I mean, but you can use a mix of like this. You don't want a dry one. You can have like powerful ones like this, and combining it with other instruments in this whole collection of soundtracks. It's just great. It's almost like I'm he. It's just that I'm right there with him, right there with Askeladd, listening to his story. And she, yeah, she's mentally lost it. Hmm. She's nothing but a disposable toy to his father. Yep. You can't. This is why you don't fucking wait for a miracle. Nope. That only happens in fiction. Oh wait, this is fiction, but a more real, down to earth one. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, not bad for a rookie then. All that tempered hate, all that accumulated hatred though. He's able to stand his ground right there. I want to talk about the comparison between Thorfinn's experience, and then like Aslan's experience, having to try to kill someone they hate. Like after this, I'll try to. Just get him to have trust. Just slowly get on his side, and then when the time is right. Oh wow. Yep. He was that savage. He killed the concubine too. Wow. Well, the depiction of them though, dude, it's like fucking like arm like madman like just going out of coming out of hell and some shit. Jeez, Askeladd, man. Just like, if the end is gonna, if this miracle or King Arthur, Ragnarok, whatever comes by, I don't think it's really gonna change for me because you might as well. And Thorfinn's just way too hot-headed right now. Hmm. I get it. I understand why he gets so mad. I understand the motives, but man, like time and time again, he's done the same thing. It's ended the same way. This is the guy who beat me. That's what he's thinking. That's what my boy Thornkill was thinking. Did this guy just beat me? Was my defeat just a fluke? Technically, it was. Well, so much for that. I mean, Askeladd's death flag is gonna have to wait. Well, actually, no, the flag's raised, but his actual death is on. It's still pending. I I got a little chuckle because like he says he's a Viking. Earlier he said he hates Vikings, but he's a Viking himself. Well, not pure Viking though. To be fair, just one of these. I don't know how to describe that sort of glum, somber feeling when Askeladd was just going through his backstory. And I thought, wow, that was a sudden ending. It didn't feel like much happened, but did we still get a lot from this episode? Uh, it's with moments like these, like I don't know how to properly put it into words, especially as a solo reactor. I mean, such is the life of Askeladd, though. As if I can't get any more respect for this man. I'm not saying it's the roughest thing that anyone has gone through, like what he went through, but boy, is it, boy, ain't it sad to just see that, like. Okay, so I do want to do some comparison with Thorfinn and Askeladd's upbringings for a sec. I mean, for a sec, like as much as I can. Here's the thing. Thorfinn's Askeladd. Fucking, I'm getting mixed up here. Okay, Thorfinn's upbringings were rather easygoing. Like someone like near you, right? Raising a pretty well, a healthy family of, like gets along with kids of his age at the time, and like being fascinated, like growing up the normal ways, like like a shelter. Like how a sheltered individual is, like being used to safety and all, being fascinated by these tall tales and all, and having great admiration for his father, and that's Thorfinn's. Askeladd, on the other hand, son of a slave who was just tossed aside like a broken toy once she got sick. The father was some sort of arrogant guy, just going around like a fucking playboy, just having intercourse with every single woman he could find that is attractive to him, or that can please him, whatever may be the case. I was hoping on the part where we see him kill his father, but I don't know if you're gonna show it in the next episode. In the next episode, I don't know if like they already showed it in previous episodes, and I just okay, what? Okay, my bad. I just had a mental hiccup that we did show it, right? But okay, so my bad. Forget what I just said a few moments ago. Yeah, he did kill his father, but he didn't kill him in a fair, square way. He killed his father when he was completely off guard, had in the midst of him doing his usual crimes, having sex with every single woman he could find. I like the fact he killed the concubine too. Was pretty. So Askeladd, his name came from covered in ashes because being a son of a slave, he had to work as a slave. Like as a slave, and he's always been covered in all this dirt because he had to work through ashes, coal, horse shit, cow shit, like whatever farms, like, and all the above, like he's basically like not even no pay or anything, just like only just a place to stay where he can get some minimal food, rationings and all that. And the first time he actually uses a sword, like he actually was, the fact that it felt good in his hands, and the fact that it's just kind of like out of pure. I don't know if that feeling came from his like emotions, from seeing his mom in this state and knowing who's responsible for it. He at least got that man's attention, and slowly got on his side, and then waited for the right moment to kill him. And then, like I said, I apologize that I forgot that we just saw how he killed him. I just had a mental, I had a brain fart right there. My bad, guys. But hopefully you just overlooked that. I just had a lapse there, but that just kind of goes to show how much I had to really take in with this episode, because it didn't feel like much happened, but it just feels like it just feels like a heavy weight from this episode. Like the fact that Askeladd is someone that just does not have, like, he doesn't have it. We don't have the luxury to, humans don't have the luxury to, like, those in real life, we don't have the luxury to wait for a miracle, which would come in the form of, say, King Arthur, or like a Armageddon, Ragnarok, or Last Judgment, whatever the case. I just like how he, the way he just says, like, oh, Artorias, Ragnarok, Last Judgment, whatever. I mean, you better come quick, cause I don't think, but then again, it probably won't matter to me anyway. That's just how it is. I like how I also like. There's also a reminder that he does acknowledge Canute as a true king, and likely a true warrior, even though he doesn't say it out loud. I was going into this episode thinking Askeladd was gonna die, but that's not gonna be the case. I guess it is gonna pan. I don't know if it's going to if the anime is gonna. I don't know if it's gonna reach that point before this season ends. I do hope we get a season 2 announcement soon, like, whether it be like sometime before it ends, or right after it ends, or sometime after it ends. I mean, I do hope we get an announcement at some point. It really does deserve does deserve a continuation in terms of adaptation, and hopefully with even better looking visuals, because it's great. Like, the visuals are great and all by Wit Studio, but the CG nowadays just it was janky, and they didn't have that back when Attack on Titan was their main project. I mean, although they've now gone off to Attack on Titan, so someone else is gonna be doing the last season for Attack on Titan, or Shingeki no Kyojin, however you refer to, or however you call that particular franchise. Because I'm gonna be frank, like, I'm not as bought into Shingeki no Kyojin or the likes of Boku no Hero Academia as much as most people are, and I do apologize if that does annoy any of you guys about that. I still enjoy the fun of seeing the fights, but in terms of and some great moments from characters like Historia and Levi and Mikasa, like, I'm trying not to mix up with one other character from you know who. So from Mikasa and even Eren himself, although I have mixed feelings, I still have mixed feelings about Eren. Like, I'm gonna be real here. I actually, as the thing is, I don't hate Thor. I'm not annoyed by Thorfinn. I'm just like to the point where, dude, I mean, you cannot just go at your man the same way over and over. Like, you'd have to think he'd be learning his lesson, but no. Apparently it's not that. Apparently, like, I can get why some people will keep doing the same thing over and over, even when they're told not to, because, they can only do this because of the circumstances that limit them or something. But in Thorfinn's case, like, he's literally being told up front, and there's the same old story again and again and again. And Askeladd to say he's sick of it. People are just gonna go stupid once their emotions get in the way. And it makes me really think Askeladd has gotten to the point now in his life where he isn't that swayed emotion. Well, he doesn't. well, okay, so he does get ticked off. I mean, King Swain like did mention him being the son of a slave, and you saw the pissed off look he had. And he did get angry at one point and just sliced that one guy in half, and just like, oh, sorry, I just kind of got mad. And the thing is, Askeladd's a guy that knows how to control has a sense of control. And that is something that you kind of need to have as you grow older. Like when you're young and around like what 15 to 20 years of age. Once you pass 21, you may want to check yourself. Even if 21, 22 is like not that much of a difference in terms of years, it like around like 13, 22 is when your body is just is like at a peak condition to where you start doing things. Well, you still can grow stronger physically stronger than your younger self, but you won't be as athletic and all. It depends on how you train, or mentally or physically. But I'm no fitness expert, so I don't know the details about that. I just listen to some sort of advice here and there, just kind of compile together like what's valid and what's not. But Askeladd's Thorfinn is eventually going to kill Askeladd, but the way he is going about this right now, he's not like the way he is so adamant in trying to want to kill Askeladd and letting his emotions get in the way. It gets me frustrated at times. Not to the point where I hate Thorfinn. It's not like with Eren or with Bakugo or with Ikari Shinji. All right, it's to the point where I'm just like I just feel like dude, you're doing this. You don't be like me. Don't be like that guy trying to make mistakes. Don't be like that guy who made mistakes. Don't be like me who made the same mistake over and over. Like you're young. You just at this point like you have the potential to just stop and think for a moment that the way you're going about this, you're not going to get what you want. And the last part with just Thorfinn just scream like. Now usually they would have this sort of where they would just their scream would just get louder and louder and louder, but Thorfinn's screams of frustration and anger, sadness, whatever. It like just all of that he's gone through, and he's still back at square one. And like you just see like this sort of gargled, sort of screams, and that feels more realistic. I'm not saying the latter where you get louder and louder is anything worse or bad. It's just like it's a different sort of presentation, if you get what I mean, right? Hopefully you get what I mean, or else I'm just here looking like a fool. Okay. But yeah, like Thorfinn really needs to change, and I think like at some point he is going to develop. Like I don't know if it's gonna be next episode or maybe next season if it gets one. I mean, I do hope we see signs of it. I'd rather not have a drastic character development all in one episode. I just want signs of it at this point. Canute is a different situation though, because what he goes through as a shock of it, and what he's been presented with, that I'm good with, because it's a more necessary thing, because with Canute's character development, that have to come real soon. I believe that had to come real soon, or else he would have been dead meat already. And to be fair, I think it started or a little earlier than that, when Thorfinn just kind of started interacting with him. And that kind of actually got somewhere. I mean, because in my opinion, if it wasn't for Thorfinn, you know, like the interactions with them, like as amusing as it can be, I don't think Canute would have been where he is right now. I don't think, and I honestly don't think. Now, I'm not saying it's because of Thorfinn that Canute developed, that like became like just had a 180. It's just like Thorfinn did contribute, you know, kind of, you know, tapping and breaking, and, you know, kind of tampering with the wall that Canute built around the psychological or mental wall that Canute, you know, built around him. Now that Canute is broken down the wall himself after what he's experienced, it's time for Thorfinn to get out of his little mental cage right now, because he's shackling himself to just wanting to kill Askeladd out of revenge, and and safe to say, he's not going about it in the right way. And Thornkill is practically kind of upset to see, or upset or disappointed to see how that turned out. It's just like, are you serious? Are you serious? Is this a dude? This the same, this guy who got his ass kicked, the same dude who beat me? Really? And I like how he was just thinking about the power rank, saying about the power rankings and all. It's like, it's hard to rank shit. This is why I'm a little uneasy when it comes to ranking stuff myself, whether it be favorite shows, favorite food, favorite, and whatever it may be, because it can change depending on. Because when you make the choice, it changes depending on how you feel. This is why I hate rankings. This is why I hate top something rankings, like by numbers, like, and then number one's supposed to be the best. There's only like maybe I would only like a select few that just kind of resonate with me among the most, but I can't put one over the other. Is that kind of thing. But that's kind of another subject. But yeah, Thornkill still proving that he's an enjoyable guy. He's a very enjoyable character to watch and, you know, listen to. Canute is just Canute. I mean, he did try to step in and stop it. Although I'm not so sure if Askeladd was really wanting to kill Thorfinn anyways. Although I guess he did decide to just not kill Thorfinn because, you know, Canute would have had other thoughts. I did hear that, like I said, I'm not so sure if this is anime original material or not. If it is, then Asuka should have died right there in this moment, but I don't know, because like I said, I'm pretty sure this is past the point where I am in terms of the manga. That's just, so I'm not too sure about that. I mean, if you guys want to help out, like where this is, like did they change anything? Like if they did, I mean, do let me know. And do help me point things out that I might have missed regarding this episode. I mean, as brief as it felt, it was a good one, honestly. So yeah, that's on that note. That's pretty much gonna do it for this edition of Vinland Saga Reactions. So smash the like button if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're interested in getting notifications and updates to newly uploaded content and videos on this channel, just hit the bell icon below. You can also check out the links to the script in the video, the links to the other social media platforms that I use, which include my Twitch profile, my Twitter profile, my Discord server, my Patreon page. You can also check out the other channels on YouTube that I support. You can also try to support me financially on PayPal if you want. I mean, until I can get monetization back, which may not matter much because YouTube be YouTube, Koba be Koba, and you know the whole gist with that. If I don't, like, you'd be living under a rock if you don't know the whole situation regarding Koba. But on that note, that'll do it for this edition of Am Reactions. So until then, guys, we will see you next time.